Hello, Jane. This will be my analysis of the point A defense by Dallas Fuel against Philadelphia Fusion on Hanamura. And yeah, I did a piece on the stream earlier. You said it wasn't long enough or had enough detail, and you said I could add an extension to it. If this is too late, I'm sorry. You don't have to accept this. But yeah, going into this, we see the Dallas Fuel comp. They're running Ryan, Diva, Taimu, Unko, Harry, Mickey, Ryan, Diva, Widow, Zen, Mercy, Boogie. And zoom in here later, you'll see the double sniper Mercy dive here coming in from Philadelphia Fusion. So coming in here, we see that Seagull and Harry are chilling over by Hut. Harry's on the steps here, and Diva's up on platform for Hut. OG, Mickey are by Choke. Mickey right behind the wall, and OG blocking Choke directly. And then Taimu and Harry, Taimu and Unko will be by Point and Mini. Go forward, you see this. So, like you see here, Carpe, EQO both jump up here, and you see Taimu shoot at them. You see Taimu take a shot at them. He misses, but here, Seagull will dive up here. The reason why this is so effective against double sniper and why it's such a good counter strat from Dallas is because this blocks off all LOS of both Hanzo and Widow. And also, it provides so much, the info. Taimu will know that Carpe and Yukio will probably be in window or on top of gate because OG at the choke is blocking their line of sight through the main choke. They can't push through the main choke either because they don't have enough DPS to both kill Mickey and OG, with Unko and Harry being on standby to help them, but we'll get to that later. First, Seagull will pop up here. He'll stop LOS from both Carpe and EQO. So, Taimu has no contention at this point. If we see him, he jumps up, and Hoppa jumped up as well to try to help Carpe, but they still got both forced back because Seagull has Harry in his back pocket. That allows Seagull to actually play aggressive, not just for the healing he provides, which is keeping him up and making him allowed to do these dives, but also he damages them down, and he has, damage boost from Mercy does 30% more damage? Yep. So, he's doing more damage than Hoppa can do on him, while also being able to get healed in a single notice. Well, Neptuno might have to heal both Carpe and Hoppa. He can try to force them both back, and just what he does, goes up here. Seagull's down there. He can't do anything, but once he gets his cooldown back, he jumps up here and he pushes him back off. Where Taimu can still take shots at him because he has such a good, look at that position. The position back there. He is safe, pretty much. Even if one hops up, all he has to wait is for Seagull to get his cooldowns back. He pushes up as well. Okay, this part, if you go back a little here, you see, he jumps up. So does Carpe and Hoppa both jump up with him, and Neptuno follows as well. So, when they follow, he doesn't have to worry about being contested, Taimu does. So he doesn't have to, cower behind the wall as they get around him. He has the ability to move back without worrying about Carpe taking a shot at him, because Seagull's there to block it, or Seagull's there to pressure him back. So Taimu has the uncontested angle on the Mercy, and is able to take down the Mercy. He takes the Mercy out, and, well, there goes the dive there. But the thing is, Seagull's positioned there, so they can't just sit back there and be safe, because OG can't chase them. Seagull's there, he has the damage boost and the healing from Harry Hook, and he, as you see right about here, yeah. So this position and this setup of squads allows it so that when a dive occurs, Taimu can help out shooting at the dive because he has the angle of pretty much the entire map except around Hut. So I was thinking around Hut, that's a problem. But that's why Seagull's there. Seagull stops the rotation around Hut because he can take the dive head on with the Mercy in his back pocket, of course. He takes the Mercy head on, hits them, he attacks them. They can't get past him unless they're taking shots from Taimu. If they stop to fight Seagull, it's not going to be an insta they shred them instantly because it's two snipers. It's not like they have like a Tracer. A Tracer does a lot of damage after you get past the armor, of course, but Tracer does a lot of damage to like a single target, especially with the huge hitbox of Seagull. If they had a Tracer dive going in with that, well, maybe if Timer doesn't click its head, of course, which this all relies on Timer clicking heads, because even if he has an uncontested sightline, he still has to click heads, but he can do that because he's Timer. He's been doing really good these past few games, and you can see that with the Double Sniper, there's not enough DPS to burst down the tanks. Or at least just burst down Seagull. If they bursted down Seagull, this thing would be over pretty much. But that's why it's so effective against Double Sniper Dive, is because they don't have enough that. Well, maybe Scatter Arrow could burst them down, but EQO can't get a good enough angle to scatter Seagull's mech because Taimu's there, Taimu's the ever looming threat of just, hey, I can kill you without being contested because Seagull is there, and so that also applies to Unko as well. Because Unko's there with Taimu, and if Taimu's not getting shot at, neither is Unko. So they have unlimited healing and damage from Unko, and Discord Orb is always important. So any dive that occurs, they get shot at by Taimu, by Unko, they get bursted down by Seagull with a Harry Hook in his back pocket, and OG and Mickey don't have to help out. That's the great part about this, because they don't have to move, really. Because if they move, well, that gives EQO Carpe an angle from main choke point. That cuts off all the point sight lines for Taimu, where he can't get that back. Multiple times throughout the video, throughout the VOD, he rotates on the point to check out main choke. He can only do that because OG and Mickey are there. If they try to push OG, they have Mickey. Mickey is really good against Winston. And if Hopper's going in to protect Carpe, EQO, or Neptuno on the dive, Winston's not going to be able to kill Reinhardt because he has Brigitte, and Brigitte has the healing. And she has the 150 heals plus armor if he's not fully healed, if he's not damaged too much. The Winston's not going to be able to take out that squad. The other squad, which is Seagull and Harry Hook, you can't really kill them quickly either, because they have the healing and the DM, and all the cooldowns are going to be up, and Timer can shoot at them, Unko can shoot at them. So they're thinking, hey, we can go in with 1, 2, 3 of us, maybe 4 of us sometimes, and that's like a 4-2 dive, right? People would say it's a 4-2 dive. You're diving both Seagull and Harry Hook. You're not bursting down Seagull anytime soon. You think, oh well, we just focus Harry Hook down. Harry Hook can escape to either OG, Mickey, or if one of them pushes up a bit, he can fly to Unko or Taimu. He has unlimited escape. If he has his movement, if he has his boosters, he has unlimited escape as well because he's Harry Hook in his pocket and he can have Unko Orb. They don't have enough to burst him down. I've said this a lot, but they don't have enough to burst him down except for Zen. Zen can't get up there to do anything to help out against Seagull. These guys are blocking that. Both Mickey and OG are blocking that. The shield's in the way, they can't place Discord. They have shield in the way, they can't place Harmony Orb. They can't shoot through the shield, obviously. This is so important, but I think a lot of people don't realize how important this was at the time of viewing. Like, Twitch chat did not, I'm pretty sure Twitch chat didn't know. They didn't realize how important OG was at just standing here, holding up his shield, and Mickey is there to help him at any time. They can't dive the back. It's too far, and if they try to go through, well, they're going to get shield bashed, and the stun's dead. If someone gets past that, well, then it's what, a 2-on-1? It's a Discord Orb, and Timer can escape. If Harry Hook can fly back, protect Unko. But Mickey can always just go back. Mickey can go back, and you don't win that. It's like a 2v1, a 3v1, or a 4v1 if Timer stays. OG doesn't have to go back and help because he has a situation where the Zen's not going to be a factor in this one because he can't get through the shield. You'd have to dislodge him, but to do that, you have to go up there, and up there is waiting is Seagull. Seagull's there. You can't get past Seagull or Harry Hook. That's unfortunate. That's Stagger. He's going to switch back, obviously. They don't have, like, they're not like, oh, we have dragons, pretty much. Philly should have switched. Completely and utterly should have switched it. Maybe they didn't realize how good it was against their dive. Maybe they just thought it was unlucky. But, timing said earlier on Oversight, with Thorin and Monty, and Agilities, I think, that Philly Arrow was very good at counter-stratting an opponent, and that Philly was very stubborn in that they wouldn't switch off a comp if they thought it could work, even if they were being counter-stratted. And I gotta give it up to Arrow. Arrow's this strat here completely shuts this down. Completely shuts this down. Cause these guys, so okay, imagine Carpe sitting up here on top of gate, right? Or EQO is sitting in window. Seagull boosts over to them. He can't die. They don't have anything to kill that fast. And now Taimu, if they are blocked, they're blocked here. They can't do anything. Taimu can always, if let's say Neptuno jumps up with them, Taimu can always kill them instantly. He's always got the threat of instantly killing them with no repercussions. So like earlier when Neptuno went in through this way, he went in. Taimu clicked his head. Taimu, so when if a Widowmaker was up here or right here, and Neptuno was going through there, and he wasn't getting pressured down by Seagull, Taimu would have to be in fear of, if he kills the Mercy, will he get traded by Carpe? Because he doesn't know what Carpe is. Because they don't know that Carpe is being forced into window here, because the OG is not here, or Seagull's not here to watch them. So if he doesn't know where Carpe is, and he's scared of Carpe, he might not even peek out to look for that shot because he doesn't know where Carpe is. He doesn't know where EQO is either. Don't forget Hanzo can snipe you too. So Carpe's up here, right? Hanzo's up here. Let's say Papa and Neptuno go around the side. Tut. Seagull's not here. Harry's not here. He shoots at Neptuno, right? But he gets instantly traded by either Carpe or EQO. Because he didn't know that they were there. Maybe he doesn't even want to peek out. He doesn't want to peek out and do that and risk that because then he's going to die from these two guys. Carpe's not a slouch when it comes to Widow either. Carpe's a very good Widow. So Taimu, if Seagull wasn't here, Taimu would be in threat of Carpe, and Carpe would be in threat of Taimu, but not to the extent that Taimu is, because he dictates the angle that he's looking at that Taimu has to cross into. He's not, if he sets up, Taimu's not crossing into his line of, he's not crossing into Taimu's line of sight. He's going to stick to that position, and he's going to clear off that angle where he knows Taimu isn't, so his team knows Taimu isn't in that angle. So if he was here, he'd pie off this, he'd pie off point. I get a better angle of point, actually. No, I don't think so. Okay, so he's here. He can see point. Oh my god, that was good. He can see point, and he can see in here. And he can see hut, really, too, as well. So he can pretty much see a good portion of the map. Taimu would have to be here, cowering in field behind the wall, because he doesn't want to get killed by the Devil Snipers. And Carpe's there, so they know that Taimu would be right here. They know they have to just push in there. And if that's the case, they could just dive over here. They could flush them out. They'd have to either go around gate, around arches, and into their spawn, and back over to mini, which is forcing them out of position. Or they'd have to go back into Widowmaker's line of sight. But now, with this thing, if you see here, Taimu's already set up by point. Taimu, if Carpe crosses into his line of sight, he has like the first reaction shot to it. Also, he can tell his team, hey, there's a Widow on top of gate or in window, or even at main choke if OG wasn't there. But even at main choke, if you're running high horse, then it would be main choke as well. You can tell that Carpe would push in, or would look for a pick, but Time would know what it is here, and they could, if they were running high horse, or not if they're running high horse, if they weren't running this comp, they would know where to look for Carpe and know what line of sight not to cross into. So they'd be like, hey, Carpe is over here. He can sit here, wait for him to cross into his line of sight. So like he would go back around here, he'd push across. Time would be waiting for him right there, and then he'd be dead. Of course, there's EQO in the situation. Same thing with EQO. If EQO crosses into a line of sight, he can tell his team. His team can play around that. They have to come into them, kind of ish. But without Seagull, he doesn't know what Carpe is. He has to think. Well, he has to cover 1, 2, 3 different angles. He has to cover 3 different angles with Seagull's not there. Seagull can cover those 2 angles. So he knows that when OG is covering the 3rd angle, he literally just, if Seagull sees him, Timer looks there. Because he doesn't have to worry about any other choke. Ingenious, and I think Arrow needs a lot of credit for that. Yeah. So like I said, they're playing squads. Taimu and Unko. Mickey and Ryan. Diva and Mercy. They're spread apart. So people would say, why not Zarya? Hanzo grab dragons, grab dragons. It's such a powerful combo. You're not gonna get you're not even gonna get 3 of them in a grab, I don't think. Maybe you get 3. No, I don't think, because OG is playing up. You wouldn't even get 3 of them in a grab. You get 2 of them in the grab, and if Unko transcends, I don't know. Unko's not gonna get caught in it, so he's not gonna transcend. So you get 2 of them in a grab, right? Now if you're attacking one target, Unko puts his orb on them, Harry Hook puts his beam on them, and bam, they're not gonna die easily, even with dragons. See, you see here, Sato pushes up. Right up here, he tries to force Seagull out of position, and he's even trying to dive the Mercy. He dives the Mercy pretty much because he's sitting on steps right now, and that's where Harry Hook was. So he dives Mercy. Seagull uses his boosters, leaves. Then Harry Hook leaves right behind him with his Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel's up like 1.5, 2 seconds. I forgot the timing, but 1.5, 2 seconds. 2 seconds, I think. Yeah. So he can pretty much run anywhere he wants. You could potentially get Seagull out with cooldowns, but he has 600 health with 200 armor. 200 armor. Bad against armor. Bad against armor. And I guess these guys aren't bad against armor, but these 2 tanks are bad against armor. And then these guys are like a shot every second, They have a shot every second. That's plenty of time for him to get healed up through the damage. Or leave. Just leave. He's DM as well. These 2 are blocked by DM. This is blocked by DM. This is blocked by DM too. This guy's only not blocked by DM. He's fine. He doesn't need to worry about that.
All of them, and then Taimu is alone, just on back.
Yeah, like I said, Kape pulls up. Seagull, even after he just engaged on the Winston engaged on him, he can jump up there. He blocks a shot. Taimu knows where he is now. And you'll see. You watch for that angle, because OG is rotated. So OG is rotated here. So you'd be like, oh, well, there's an open angle for him. Nope. Taimu's watching that angle now. Because he knows they can't go those 2 angles. They have to go this angle. So Taimu goes, hey, I'm going to watch this angle. You won't be able to come into there. You can't come in this angle now. And you can't come here. And you can't go there either. See, they try to go around the side here. But it's the tanks back, and then these guys, the snipers can't get through because of Seagull. Neptuno can't get through because of Seagull. Nope. Pushes him down. Look what time. So after he pushes down, time instantly locks here. Okay. They touch point. You'd be like, well, they're forcing them to come to them now. They can't really do that easily. Seagull's by himself. You say Seagull's by himself. Bursts him down. Seagull has self-destruct here. He can get back into mech. He does go low. Very low. Okay. Yeah. He loses mech here. That's not the biggest... Wait, did Mickey get back to point? Yeah, Mickey's going back to point. Yeah, Mickey's going back to point. Mickey can 1v1 a Winston. As a Brigitte. Mickey can 1v1 Winston. That's not bad. It's not it's like... You think, oh, it's a tank versus what? Brigitte's winning that 1v1. Brigitte's not going to lose that. Because his healing... Even, and he is in his pocket. Head hit drops up, tries to heal up Seagull. Seagull's low. He loses his mech over here. But Harry's going to fall back with, Where is it? Okay. No. Yeah, no. Harry's going to pocket Mickey. Where Mickey... So OG... Seagull pops his ult. Okay. Seagull pops his ult here. Seagull popped his ult. And so he's safe. Seagull's safe right now. Taimu, instantly, he's got a glimpse of him, but I'm pretty sure he was going to look up here and prevent this angle from being exploited now that Seagull's gone. Because in this half second that Seagull's gone, he has to worry about those two Cyphers now. But it doesn't matter because OG is blocking the third angle that he has to watch. Because this angle is pretty much like one angle. You can watch both at the same time. Kind of ish. But he's blocking the third angle here. Back to point. Mickey went back to point with both Seagull after he got DMAC'd. Both Seagull and Harry Hook. Harry Hook's here, pocketing Seagull right now. So they are trying to take out Winston here and get him off the point. All you need, so in this comp, all you need is Mickey to fall back. Ryan has Uncle Orb and Harry Hook pocketing him now instead of Bajeet helping him out. But now he has two pockets here. Once Seagull gets DMAC'd. And Mickey goes back to point. So Mickey goes back to point to 1v1 the Winston. Or now 2v1 the Winston. Or 3v1, technically, because he's healing or damage boosting. And so now Ryan, he would say, oh, he's by himself. He's not by himself because he has these two supports and even has Taimu if necessary to help him out. Because remember, Taimu's still uncontested here. Sorry about that. Taimu is still uncontested here. Because even though, yeah, he's falling back and there's no one watching this angle. Well, if they're at main choke from OGE blocking them, well, OGE can tell them, well, they're not in the top window. You don't have to worry about them anymore. See, it's so good about this comp is there's so much vision. You have vision. The Seagull gives you vision of top and of window. OGE gives you vision of main choke. And Unko is just there to, he just provides healing and damage and stuff. Zen thing. This is a common Zen position. It's safe. They can't dive this position. They can't. Because now Mickey's close to point. Mickey's close to them. And so is Harry Hook. Harry Hook, Guardian Angel's over. And then can Guardian Angel back to Seagull if he wants to. But, yeah, they 1v1 the 2v1 the Winston on point. Because he can't win that battle. And so, the thing about this comp is even when one squad goes down, with Seagull going down here for the half second, or for the 2 seconds, 3 seconds here, they still have the ability to cover the lost vision or lost coverage from that squad going down, because OGE can block the only other place they can go, and Taimu can watch these angles. Plus, Monkey on point. Okay. Okay. Diva's up here still. Diva was up here. So I guess he could have helped out Monkey. I guess, but then that's still like Bageet, Diva remaking, Harry Hook, Unko, Taimu shooting at her. Because they've lost the Mercy now. They have no follow-up to anything that happens. Because this person's Mercy's so good with dive now because she can resurrect a fallen teammate when you dive in. So if you trade 1-for-1, like let's say Winston dived here, and you lost your Winston, and they lost their Zen, well, you just reclaim the position because they lost their Zen. You reclaim that position, Timer has to back off, and you res the Monkey up because you have DM. You res Monkey, and you have sightlines from both Carpe and Ikiwo. If these guys are left free to do whatever they want, well, yeah, obviously the comp wouldn't work because Seagull wouldn't be there. But they go uncontested here. You have vision of literally pretty much everywhere except for this one corner. Where if you force them into the corner, well, now you know where they are. And your team knows where they are. And you can play around them. So you have vision of pretty much everywhere besides behind hut, but no team, I don't think a team's going to hide behind hut. Because then you have point access. And you have no way for them to hit you behind hut. But you take this fight. And so once you lose your Mercy, your healing's gone. So most of you dive tug, if you dive, they're probably going to die faster than their people. Because they actually have the Mercy still. And they have the healing. But that was really unlucky. He Guardian Angeled up and slingshotted past into the window and just barely got clipped by it. That's really unlucky. So Diva tries to back up here. Diva's still over there, and so is that. Yeah, they killed the Monkey. They kill Monkey here. Got Zen here, Carpe over here. What's it called? EQO up here. They killed Monkey because they had a D.Va and a Vegeta bashing him on point. Because that's why you can't single touch a point. Because Vegeta can 1v1 anybody in the game. At, like, if they're close range, Vegeta can 1v1 literally anybody in the game. So, the problem with sending one guy on point to touch and then, oh, they had to collapse on me. They don't have to collapse on you. They send one guy back there. That's why Vegeta's really strong against dive. Because you can 1v1. So, like, you isolate and then 1v1. So, you're isolating yourself as the Winston. You're isolating yourself on point. And you're saying, I'm forcing them to collapse back onto me, and then my team can move in. Your team still is being held at those main areas, those main chokes. Because they sent one person back, so it's a 1-for-1, and they don't have the Winston to dive in with them, or block them with Bubble. And you still have OG blocking Zenyatta, or he will be blocking Zenyatta. And you have Seagull, when he remix, he goes back up, contests the Widow, has Harry Hook in his pocket. They don't have Neptuno with them, pocketing their D.Va or their Widow, so they're going to lose the fight against Seagull.
Back in spawn, apparently.
And Unco's still uncontested. Time was still uncontested. Well, Carpe was exchanging shots with him. But... oh, look at that. Seagull killed both Sato and Carpe. Sato, because he could do that. And then Seagull, because Timey knew where he was. Seagull just jumped up on him. Timey peeked out. And Seagull just melted him down. D.Va left because she didn't have enough healing to actually sustain a fight between the two. Like, D.Va with a Mercy beats D.Va without a Mercy, obviously. So, when that happens... oh my god, I can't speak. So he has to back off, and so does Carpe, but Carpe gets caught by Seagull when he's boosted up to Contester. He contests, Timey was free to shoot, Anko's free to shoot, Mickey can return back with OG because he just killed Sato with the Seagull. And so now you have this. Okay, this is where... okay, back to regular positions. With... okay, replay. But you come back to regular positions where they go back to the original squads. And... okay, time is right there. Going back, watching main choke. Seagull's back, Harry Hook's back, Mickey's back, Uncle's back over there. So now, they're back in the original positions, and it just restarts. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. This was very, very unlucky here. No, 2-0. But, you're gonna see this again. Okay, they switched. Okay, here's the big thing. Adaption. They adapted. They went Genji Tracer Dive, which is not as bad as Double Sniper Dive because now you can actually move around with your tanks. Because the snipers, they would sit back. You saw Taimu do this on Attack as well when he was playing Sniper. He sat at main choke with Zen, and they shot at point uncontested because they're at choke, and they don't have anyone having line of sight on them. So they have line of sight on point. So a sniper would have line of sight on point without any contention because, well, if the sniper turns around on the enemy, on the defense, turns around to shoot at you, well, he's not shooting at the point, so they're winning with DPS on point. So they can move around with the tanks, and they don't have to worry about Seagull jumping up and blocking them from getting damage done, because now they can go with the tanks and do damage. So they can force someone out of a position. They have the damage to now try to actually, like, burst down a tank. Carpe can burst down something without armor. EQO does good damage. Like, Genji does a good amount of damage. Not too much damage, but a good amount of damage against tanks. So they now have the DPS with Zen. With them, like, they can actually force OG out of position. They can force Seagull out of position. They can even dive Harry, and then they don't have to worry about, like... they have to worry about the Seagull, obviously. But after they kill Harry, they can... like, if they kill Harry, obviously they have the GA and stuff. So he can guard Angel away. Seagull can leave, he can follow him. But if they do burst Harry Hook down, they can now burst Seagull without worrying about him trying to escape. But this is where Seagull notices this. And now he's not going to care about sitting up there now. He's going to try to help out OG. Watch this. He drops down. Seagull dropped. He's not going to try to contest up there. Seagull's dropping, and he's going to try to help OG at choke. If they try to burst OGE down, well, now it's actual, like, a fight. They still can't dive backline. They're too far back. Now it's an actual fight on the front line.
You thought it was Jojen? Yeah. A team that averages some of the most final blows on several of their DPS.
And
They average at the top of
okay.
the league in final blows.
Okay. Diva was being down twisted right there. She probably Mercy would have died. Mercy definitely would have died. That's like how deceptive Diva can be. She's a very good DPS character, in my opinion. She's a great DPS. She can burst on the Mercy really quickly. That's why she now is up here without much. Diva's gonna jump up after her, and she's gonna get healed by the Mercy. Harry Hook was behind Seagull still. They're gonna dive Harry Hook now, but it's too late in the game. Even if Harry Hook was being dived, now they can actually dive. Okay. Step back here. With the Philly comp now, they can actually dive somebody. So they're actually gonna be able to dive a Mercy if they want to. Whereas before, they couldn't even like move around because they had to worry about their snipers being killed or forced out of position by Seagull and losing that line of sight battle to Widow. Because Widow's really all about finding out where the enemy Widow or sniper is, and then you probably are gonna win a duel if you know where they are, but they don't know where you are. So if you win that duel, wow, PogChamp, dude. Because you knew where they were and they didn't know. They didn't have the vision of you, and you had the vision of them. That's why Seagull is there. Vision, for the most part, and forcing them out of position. So before, Hopper would go in, Sada would go in, or not Sada would go in, but before on the attack, Hopper was going. And Hopper would go in and would expect, his DPS, he would try to 1v1 Seagull. It would really be a 1v2 because Harry Hook's with Seagull. And he's trying to force Seagull out of position so that his snipers can set up and actually try to kill Tymo. But that wasn't gonna work because of how he would win the 1v1. Because if Neptuno goes through, like before on the first attack, Tymo clicks his head, doesn't have to worry about getting traded on, or even just killed before he can kill Neptuno, because they are forced out because they have to wait for Seagull to go down before they can actually set up. Now with this comp, they don't have to wait for Seagull to go down to actually dive or kill anything. They have to just get to a place. They have to get to a person, kill that person really quickly, which is what they're good at, and they have to kill that person really quickly, and then move on to the next target, or they move on to point. He has his primal rage. He's not going to die here. Okay. You see how they're all playing down. You can go back to that. Right here. Okay. You see them all. They're playing down here. Hoppa is trying to dislodge OGE, which he does. In fairness, he's not blocking choke completely now. But now they don't have any contention for Taimu either, because they're trying to dive Mercy. Mercy valked out. She had armor to survive it. She valks out. They valk. These guys can take this battle here. They don't worry about that, because Taimu can still be shooting at them. They have more DPS because they've tried to dive a dive a Mercy. They can win this battle. There's 1v2 here. Karpe's still over here. Zen's still at choke. But Zen can't do much except against Seagull here. Because Seagull's by himself. But if everything behind Rhine Shield, or everything behind Rhine Shield is not going to get attacked by... There's no more DPS from the Zen. The only thing you can dive at this point would be the Mercy. But the Mercy was out of line of sight. She's on steps. You can't see that from top of gate, or you can't see that from window. So she's on steps. And can't do anything about that because she's on, you can't have a line of sight on her. So when they tried to dive her with the Genji Tracer Winston dive, they dived on that. But Boombox should be able to help that, right? No, there's an OGE shield in his way, blocking him from discording either Seagull. He now gets the discord because he's not behind the shield now. But he gets the discord. Mercy gets the discord. They burst him down quickly enough. But now he's gonna back off here. And now OGE Shield's back up. He's technically behind OGE Shield here. Zen's up there. I guess Unko went around probably to try to help. Not try to help. Second. What happened to Unko? What happened to Unko? Where was he? I can't. Was that him right there? I'm sorry, my crap. Okay, there you go. Should be a lot better. That is. What was. Still couldn't tell what was that. Where's Uncle? Uncle's right there. Okay, that is Uncle. So Uncle's right there. He's getting pooped around by the Winston. The Winston. Okay, so when he primal range, the Winston moved over to dislodge the backline, which you would think. Okay, so he dislodged the backline, right? He pushed the Zen out of position. The Zen had trans because they kept that position for so long, so they had trans to save the Zenyatta, but that was a good try on him to push him up here and try to kill him off with the D.Va because the D.Va was still up there. I think Carpe was still lingering around as well. Yeah, Carpe was still lingering around as well. Mercy's still Valking up top here, protecting Sato. Okay, so they're backing up. They've got 4 people here. I'm guessing, not guessing. Tracer and Genji are behind them, have not rejoined them at choke yet. So, they killed Taimu. Okay, they killed Taimu. Where's Taimu? Taimu was... D.Va's right here. Okay, D.Va's here. Taimu's over there somewhere. Yeah, Taimu's over there somewhere. EQO dived him with Carpe. OGE shadows, misses. He hits the bubble. Okay, EQ was there. Okay, so they were around backside. Yeah, I was right. They were around backside and they killed Taimu. But they're in good positions to actually protect Harry Hook and actually keep him up because they have Carpe and EQO still, but EQO backs up and Carpe is under pressure. So D.Va has the ability to go back and defense magic's Harry. That's a horrible angle to see from, but if I'm not mistaken, D.Va's still on point. EQO's up there. This is... Okay, Carpe's changed back over here. Yeah, Seagull. Okay, so Seagull has the ability to 1v1 Genji, because after Harry Hook's done rezzing, she can heal him. Genji can't kill him fast. It's a common theme is that Harry Hook enables D.Va to kill things, or 1v1 or 1v2, as whatever you want to say, 1v1 things. Harry Hook gives him the ability to actually try to engage aggression and counter aggression onto them to stop them from getting behind them and killing their entire team. They finally got Taimu. Okay. Taimu's right. No, that's Carpe back there. So Taimu was killed over here. Okay. Taimu was killed back here. And he got the rest from Harry Hook. So EQO, I guess, wasn't back. No, EQO was over there. He had to kill her somehow. Okay, he was back. Oh, okay, he was back there. And Carpe still... So they still have 4 guys over here. They've got both supports and both tanks over here. They've got the DPS lurking in the back. They got a kill on the timeout. He's helping OGE now. Unko's trying to deal with him back here. See, Mickey goes back to try to deal with Carpe. He's getting pincered here. And Harry Hook is right there, so he can help out Taimu here. They get OGE in the building. Yeah, I would assume that. He was very low. Harry Hook is still a Mercy after all. Mercy does not do the most single target healing in the game. It is burstable at that low health. Taimu's 1v1 cut here. And Taimu kills him. Okay. What you're seeing now, you're seeing Neptuno push up to help out EQO. EQO's right there. Yep, EQO's right there. Their tanks are going on the other side. Yeah, okay. The tanks pushed into the Pagonia? Yeah, Pagonia. They push into Pagonia, and they take out OGE. They've lost their main choke presence now, right? They've lost their main choke presence. They're gonna do... Him killing Carpe is obviously pretty big, and that should not happen in a Widow v Tracer. You should probably kill the Widow just one-on-one, because Harry Hook's out healing Seagull, Seagull and Unko. Genji, Neptune's pushed up to help Genji out.
Can join them here.
Mickey pushes onto Genji. Okay, he has a Discord on him.
He will finally fall.
He almost killed him. See, he can burst people down really, really quickly. He's Bagheet. He can kill things really quickly. So now you see... Harry Hook kills Mosi. Mosi was out here. So, I guess Harry Hook was in Valk still? Was he still in Valk?
Something. Both of the flanking DPS are in the back.
He's still in Valk, still in Valk.
Can join them here. He will
Still in Valk. Yeah, you see Neptuno getting killed by Harry Hook over here. He's pushed out of main choke. He's free from that. He's free from the OGE barrier. He can actually help out and try to kill things and help out with DPS. So what they've done is he's going to kill Neptuno here in Valk, because it's hard to kill a Mercy in Valk if Zen can kill, obviously, with Discord and all that, but it's very unlikely that he just murks the Harry Hook as he's trying to kill Neptuno. But him securing the kill on that is pretty big. I'm just starting to say details of fights, aren't I? With these comps and OGE dying, now you have a situation where the tanks are going to push on the point, or going to push around and try to kill Harry Hook, Unko, or Seagull. Not so much Seagull, but Unko or Harry Hook. They're free to do that now because there's nothing... They're free to do that because it's a lot harder to cover this out. You can't cover this outside. So now it's not like a 1v3, 4, or a 2v4. Now it's a 5v5. It's a 5v5. No, 5v4. Yes, because Carpe was fighting Taimo. So it was actually a 6v5 at that point, and then Taimo killed Carpe, but it was really a 4-on-5 because Carpe and Taimo were fighting. They didn't have any impact on the point. So they push on the point, and they've both lost they've lost a lot of DPS from Taimo not being there. He cannot boast that he cannot hey, I'm going to go out and kill Zenyatta. I'm going to go out and kill Genji, or I'm going to go out and kill Mercy because he's 1v1ing Carpe. If Carpe keeps him in that fight, I'm pretty sure Philly takes point because they don't have enough DPS to actually... Well, Mickey's enough of a DPS, I'd say, in its own right, if it wasn't the fact that EQO's getting healed up and Neptuno's not dying. Zenyatta's obviously can Discord her and she can get busted down, even with Brigitte being Brigitte. Because Harry Hook... Yeah, Harry Hook's going to kill her now after not healing. You see how both the tanks have turned their head toward Unko? They're thinking the Mercy's not in the fight now. Or they're fighting, but he's not healing them directly. We can kill... He places barrier down. Seagull cannot shoot at him now. Seagull cannot shoot at him, and she cannot whip him off the edge now. That's a bubble there. So she can't kill him. They can't kill him quickly now, or he can't bump him off the edge. They're both turned toward... And so is EQO. The 3-man diving, and technically it would be a 4-man or 5-man. It would be a 4-man dive if Mercy followed if she wasn't being killed. But now this defense has turned into one where they are trying to. Now they're going to try to help Unko. Yep, I knew it. Time won his battle, so now Time was actually a DPS, and he kills Boombox. He killed the only threat they really had at the choke there for Mickey to cross, and Time killed him. So EQO pushes up against Zenyatta. Seagull goes to help him, and Mickey's going to try to cut in the corner. 4 seconds to his E. So I don't think he was going to survive here. Yeah, even with the armor. But he survived long enough where they're corralled over here, and Seagull and Mickey actually can 2v2 these guys. Mickey can 2v2 these guys because he actually puts out healing as well as damage. So he can, as he's hitting these guys, as he's doing damage, he's healing up Seagull and making him last longer in the fight. He stuns him. EQO drops down, but Mickey's still a problem for EQO because if she hits one stun, which is only on 4 seconds, and he hits a flail, I think he's dead because he has no healing now. Yeah, he has no healing now. He needs to back off immediately. They have to back off immediately. They've lost this fight. Even though they've taken out both the healing and the tank, he's come back as Winston, and he can get back in the fight quickly. Seagull is back so well as... Okay, Seagull's going to push in now. They've popped the self-destruct. See, this is what I'm talking about. As they were going around to kill Unko, they corralled them into an area where, without their movement abilities, which they used to kill Unko, these guys can push on and force them out of position. Or, like, they can't take point now because they have no movement abilities to save themselves from Seagull or Mickey. Last long enough to escape. This guy doesn't. I mean, Hoppa doesn't. His mech is taken out. He's taken out by that. And he has to self-destruct here. He's going to chase. Mickey's going to chase here. Okay. Seagull popped up after the Winston. He got health back. EQO has gotten health back from Mega. Carpe can finally get back in the fight, probably, if they want to. They're not going to, but this guy's 1v1ing, turning into a 2v1. Mickey has to be a bit scared of that, just because it's 2v1 right here, but Mickey can still survive enough through that, where Hey Hook has stopped trying to kill Neptune. Well, he's killed Neptune already. He doesn't have to worry about that, so he's probably going to go and heal up Mickey here. He's going to heal up Mickey here, and now Mickey can actually 2v2v these guys, where Harry can also escape if Seagull wants to drop down. So Harry Hook's fine here. Mickey's not going to die, neither is Harry Hook, because they're going to 2v1 this Winston here. He's already low. He's already half health. And Seagull is a shotgun up close. So Seagull is slowly peppering down Sato. Not slowly, like quickly peppering down Sato. To the point where he has to try to escape. And that's what timing is. They have no snipers now. This is where the switch off to double flankers negatively impacts them. They have no snipers where he's out in the open. But they can't kill him out in the open either. It doesn't matter. They don't have their tanks there to dive him. They don't have their Genji there to dive him. With Carpe's on the ground, he can't even get up here. So he's uncontested to actually, like, go for this and kill the Winston. So when they switched off, they don't have the Carpe and EQO don't have the ability anymore to try and kill Widow. Like she's still uncontested. Cause they're still fighting here. He's still uncontested. Well, he can kill this monkey. He kills the monkey. Carpe's down there. Boombox and Neptuno are coming back from spawn. And Hoppa's gonna try to escape here. He's gonna get his orb. I would assume he's gonna get his orb. It doesn't matter the orb anyway. Oh, his boombox not even there. Never mind. He's not even gonna get an orb. Yeah, he's gonna get bursted down. He's gonna get staggered out. He has to either jump off a cliff, or go back and spawn, and switch. Because they're not gonna kill him. I would assume, unless he's like actively trying to, like, he's gonna kill Taimu or something, and then they're gonna kill him obviously. But Carpe and EQO, they both got out, but neither did their tanks. That's a stagger. There's 20 seconds left. They don't completely abandon holding chokes. They try to hold main choke, which is the only place Carpe, Boombox can go through. So the two guys that they want to... OG pushes up. Seagull's still going to stay up there. What's his name? Unco's coming back in. Harry Hook's focusing on... Okay. For this final fight, let's watch this real quick. OG's pushed up. He's not going to die. They don't have enough burst for him right now. Because right now, Carpe can't shoot at him. EQO can shoot at him with a most damage boost. But Winston and Diva not. But Diva's the main thing. Diva and Tracer. But Tracer only when Winston's on the ground. But Diva's the main thing that kills Winston's. Because she's so... Her damage is so... It's a lot of damage, but it's spread out. So against squishier targets with not as big hitbacks, it's not going to kill things. I mean, people know this. There's 10 seconds left. They have to get the point. They're relying... The only ult they have is EQ ult. And they're coming up on Carpe ult. Tracer ult, I mean. They have Bomb. They almost have Rally here. But that's it as well. What the Bomb allows Seagull to do is he can play a bit more aggressive, but he can also end a fight if he gets a pick with it. So he can either save it for a pick, which he's not going to do. He's going to save it for a remake. He can sustain a fight longer, which is what they want to do at this point, because if he dies quickly in a fight, he can get back in mech, and he can keep the fight going. Because usually when you demech a Diva, he's out of the fight, and you've not lost the fight, obviously, but it's not looking good for you. Especially now with he's got a Genji Blade. A lot of things, the Diva can boop the Genji out of position after he dashes, so he can't get the reset. If he doesn't get a reset, EQO's just they can run away from EQO. Taimu can, Seagull can, OGE can, Mickey can stun him and then boop him away. Mickey can boop him away too. There's too many boops here. They're trying to get Seagull out of mech. If they get Seagull out of mech, there's one boop gone. He still has to deal with Mickey, but it's better than two boops. OG pushes up here. They're going to get back. Diva's getting back in. He doesn't have his counter here. Harry Hook is pushing up, trying to go help him. They're pushing in straight on the point. They have to, but he's going right into a Diva. He's going right into a diva. He's got Harry Hook backing him. He's got Taimu backing him. Anko backing him. He's by himself. He can't do anything pretty much by himself. He's not going to kill anything. He's got Mickey. Sato's getting bursted down. You see how quickly? He just jumped on the point, and he's already half health. And finally, EQO is going to go in. Carpe is going to go in. Neptuno had to push up to help Sato out. So without that, Sato dies, and you lose a tank in the fight. Taimu's down back there. Yeah, Taimu's back there. Oh my god! Taimu's still uncontested! So Carpe will have to, if he wants to, if Carpe EQO wanted to kill Taimu, they have to leave the fight. They lose all their DPS pretty much, and Mickey's still enough of a DPS where he can burst down a tank not by himself. With Discord up, he can burst down a tank pretty quickly with a diva. Harry, you see Brigitte, they know he's gonna blade. Taimu sees him jumping up, he's going to blade. That's a common signal that Genji's gonna blade. So he's thinking, oh, he's gonna blade. Mickey, move over, protect Harry Hook, and Unko, support him. What happens? He gains over Discord. Mickey's right there. They burst him down with the diva as well. So they played around. They saw him. From the sight that Taimu gave him for being uncontested, because he's not. They can't. He sees him going in the air. He's like, Mickey, Unko, be ready to Discord and stun, and then diva be ready to follow up with that as well. So they play around that perfectly. They don't have to worry about. They can focus their attention on him because nothing else is going to kill them here. Sato's like one shot, so he's going to die. He would die soon if he tried to help out. Carpe could help out, but what's he going to do against the Brigitte? As you see here, the whole team, 5 people are here, right? 5 people rotated to first help Harry Hook escape, and then 2 burst down the Genji after he chases Harry Hook. Chase Harry Hook, he gets bursted down. He has Rally now. Mickey has Rally now from that, which was one of the ultimates that came out and that he needed. Neptuno was trying to pocket EQO so that he could pop off and kill everybody, but now he's stranded by himself. And he goes to leave. He goes to leave to Zenyatta. Sorry, Zenyatta. Sato still had to back off. He had little healing because Neptuno was pocketing EQO. Yeah, okay. It's just an easy cleanup at that point. But in conclusion, I guess, the reason why this works out so well against double sniper comps is because you have the ability to know where their snipers are before they know where you are, and you have the ability to pressure them from not pressuring your Widow. So your Widow's uncontested while their Widow has to worry about a diva, a Widow. You have to figure out a Widow, and you can't kill Seagull still. I've said this before. You can't kill him. He's in the pocket of Harry Hook. Harry Hook's pocketing him. He's not going to die. So, they won that. So they beat double sniper comp by just controlling sightlines. If you as a sniper have LOS, and the enemy snipers do not have LOS, you win the sniper duel. You've won, and you've only done that by positioning there. And the Zenyatta has been useless this entire game as long as OGE was Reinhardt. If OGE is Reinhardt, Zenyatta is useless because Mickey's there. Zenyatta, they can't. Okay, I might not have gone into much detail about this. They can't pressure OGE out of position because Mickey is there to help. They can't kill OGE with a Mickey pocket, and a Harry Hook, and an Unko. They can't pressure him down fast enough with a double sniper comp. You literally did. There's Hanzo and I keep forgetting that Hanzo doesn't have Storm Arrow or Scatter Arrow. These two cannot kill a Reinhardt fast enough. Reinhardt will not die. Reinhardt, he just won't. He has a shield, first of all, blocking these two. When he can get to the shield, Diva can't even get to the shield. These 4 are blocked by shield. Sato's the only thing going to be able to damage him. And then you have Mickey hitting on the Winston. You literally just, you can't. Mickey, Brigitte, hard counters Winston because she can just beat on him with no consequences. She out heals him, so he can't kill her at all. And with Harry Hook pocketing OG dying, and everyone's behind the shield, and Siegel's blocking out the snipers from shooting anything, no one's gonna die.
Put onto Florida.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's now that's why it's so good against double sniper comp, and even to some degree against flanker comps. But it's a counter strat above all. It's not a like, oh, I can run this every time I play Hanamura, because you deny line of sight to snipers, but that doesn't help with the not running snipers. If they run, let's say, a Lucio tanky comp, okay, like so Reinhardt, D.Va, Zarya, you might even put a hog into there instead of the Zarya, just because if he hits a hook onto Mercy, she's dead. First of all, but that's most hog things. But you run a Lucio, a Mercy. What would the third slot be? You want to run a 3. You want to run a 3-3 comp, but do you want to run Zen instead of Brig? Because you need the Lucio, you want the Mercy. Might not even want the Mercy. Maybe you just want to run a Brig Lucio Zen comp. That wouldn't be too bad. And then triple tank. Yeah, because the tanks can just rush onto. The OG can't do anything about it. Reinhardt has a shield up. Taimu can't shoot at them. Siegel can go and try to kill them from behind. I don't know how he's going to do that. Seeing as how if he gets too close, they can turn on him. Brigitte stun him. Burst him down. Because they still have a Zarya, which is very good against a D.Va. They have a Rein, which can go through D.Va. And they have a D.Va, which also shreds other D.Vas. So, if Siegel gets too close, he gets bursted down. If he gets too far away, he does no damage. If they manhandle the front line, they can, and they hold the shield up while doing it, because they don't need Reinhardt swinging for this. He does a lot of damage during his swings, but you can burst down enough with a Discord Orb. And so you triple tank comp with your 3-3 comp with a Brig, Lucio, Zen, and you just rush around. Either you go around OG and Mickey, which you can do because even if Mickey gets too close, you can get bursted down. Not as easily as a Reinhardt or a D.Va or a Mercy, but they can get around to the Unco because Unco will then have to rotate the point. Will have to rotate around the Mini or around to Archers. With Siegel and Harry using the movement abilities to get over to him, they don't really have the movement as a 3-3 comp. But what they can do is that if things get too close without ways of escaping, they can focus it down with the Brigitte. Brigitte's done it. They focus it down and kill it. Junkrat wouldn't be good because you don't really want to play a shield war with them. Because what are they protecting with the shield? They're just blocking off a sightline. If he's running, they're blocking off a sightline, sure, but then Taimu just focuses on the main choke sightline, whereas D.Va just pushes away snipers on top. Well, not even snipers. If you're running a shield break comp, you don't need snipers. So Junkrat, I don't see how Junkrat does anything besides, hey, let's break a shield. He won't be able to kill Unco in the back. He won't be able to kill Taimu in the back. He won't be able to kill Siegel or Harry Hook off by themselves. Everything's too split apart for Junkrat to be effective. Grab dragons, no, they're too split apart. They just push onto either you push onto OG and you kill them, and then you push on the point, and you force them to come to you, which, as I said earlier, was not good because you can 1v1, but if it's a 6v5 on point, you win that because you can brawl a lot easier than they can. Well, the D.Va can get on point, but then he's going to get bursted down. The Mickey can get on point, but he's going to get bursted down. The support's not getting on point. Taimu's not getting on point. He's a Widow. He's not getting on point. You hold your shield up, the Widow's not going to do anything. They can stun the shield and then you can try to get a pick, but most of the bodies are pretty beefy. The only thing that you could kill is a support, which would be Lucio or Zen. And then you have a Zarya bubble for that if you need it. Like, if the shield drops, either you can block the Vegeta with the shield from Zarya, or you can even shield a support so that it won't die, which I would think would be the Lucio, and not the Zen. Maybe the Zen, actually, because you want the Discord. But Lucio is good for AoE healing. Pretty useful, I guess. So, but she can hold up a shield, so she doesn't need a bubble. So you bubble Zen or Lucio, and then you would, what's it called? You just ball on point where they can't touch you they can't touch you. Because only two of them can actually approach point. If they approach it at the same time, where you pick one and you kill him, you could pocket Mickey, or you could pocket see. Yeah, I think go for Mickey first, because he's got us. Even though he is Brigitte, he has a smaller health pool than Diva, where the healing won't impact him instantly as fast. So if you burst him down almost instantaneously, the healing won't have an impact. Whereas with Seagull, you actually have to take a bit of time to actually like burst him down. So like maybe target the swishier target that comes to you first. Even if there's a Diva there, she can do a lot of DPS, but against tankier people, you should be fine. Against tanks, the Diva shouldn't do as much. And you have your Diva of your own if you need it, so you can even block. You can block a timely shot if you need to. So I guess there's that as well. You get on point, you brawl with them. They really can't brawl against you. They can't brawl against you. You can brawl against them. So you win that battle. You don't need to worry about shield battle, because you have a Brigitte, they have a Brigitte. But if you stun the Reinhardt first and you kill the Reinhardt first, the Brigitte has to fall back. She can't 1v6, and you'd say, oh well, it's a 5v5, it's a 5v6 then. Well, it's a 6v6 when it starts because you burst on the Reinhardt, sure, but then you get a 5v6 with Brigitte being helped up from Taimu, Zen, but they're not getting through the Reinhardt shield, or they're not killing the tanks fast enough. And then you have Seagull and Harry, but Seagull can't get too close. If he's too far away, he doesn't do damage. If he's too close, he gets bursted down. Harry can't get too close because he's a Mercy. If he gets stunned, he's dead. I think that's the best way to deal with this comp. So if I was to approach the Outlaws organization as I am, and I'm gonna say, hey, here's this comp that you could run potentially, but watch out for these and be ready for this to happen. Be ready for a tanky comp that can brawl you and burst down a single target extremely quickly. So, like I just described, they stun something, they kill it. They stun something, they kill it. They move on to point, you have to come to them, you don't have your Reinhardt anymore, you can't brawl with them. And you're going to say, well, if you're going to point, well, they can just shoot at you while you're going to point. You can block. So the main thing you have to worry about is Taimu and Unka, right? You can block off that with the shield. Everything stay together. If you need to, if someone's lagging behind, you can Zarya bubble them, and then push, and then try to like huddle together then, and then move back on the point. They can't brawl you on point. So Outlaws would have to be like, well, how are we gonna brawl them on point? You can't brawl them on point with that comp. You lose the fight. So if I'm gonna say anything, I'm gonna say, well, they can run it. Obviously, they have Drake and all that. But yeah, you have to just really watch out for that. That's my analysis of the defense. I think I went into detail on the starting comps and how they interact with each other and why the starting Dallas Fuel comp is so intricate and so unique. And so I have to give so much props to Aero for figuring that out. And there's that. But then I think I may have just shoutcasted them through the parts where they were actually fighting. So my bad for that. The switch off to flankers, I think I explained that with how they change up the style and how Taimu still goes uncontested and doesn't die. He did die, but then once he got rezzed, they couldn't follow up on because the tanks weren't there because he was getting held back by OGE. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that's it for this analysis of this point A defense by the Dallas Fuel against Philly Fusion on Hanamura. So thank you for listening if you were listening, and I hope I didn't do too bad.